head. And, you know, he won't really... like, sometimes if you get too close, he'll run away. But at the same time, though, he won't really do anything because he can't. As funny as that is. So now he's just going to run all the way to the end. He's not really going to even try. And so I think I'm going to get a no damage run on this one. This is actually pretty nice. Yeah, just make sure that none of the guards come into this room here. Oh, there we go. And I win. You can get an additional cutscene where you knock them off the cradle, if that happens. It's actually kind of... it's not hard to do, but it's nice, though. And here's the ending credits. So, we beat GoldenEye. It's really not a hard game if you know how to play it, especially if you've beaten it as many times as I have, and you just know where everything's at, so... which is always nice. This actually loads a lot faster on an emulator than it does on the actual console. And if I'm not mistaken, I know this for a fact with Perfect Dark, but the credits in... you know, what's funny is the Japanese... most of the time when you beat a video game, if you beat the Japanese version, the credits are a lot longer than the English version. I noticed that in some cases, they actually take out certain people's names. And then they might add certain new people to them because like they worked on that region. So in this game's case, they actually added more people, which is really interesting because, you know, the Japanese... I think the Japanese version actually came out a little bit later because, you know, they patched up some of the stuff like... well, not necessarily like glitches, but they definitely put more stuff like the body armors and all that in all their locations. In the English version, if you play on Agent Mode and Secret Agent, or Secret Agent and Double Agent, most of them don't even exist. It's just how it is. Kenji Okubo. Special thanks. Howard Lincoln, Mr. Fukuda, Tim Stamper, Hiroshi Yamauchi, filmed at Thai Cross Nintendo Studios, England, in Nintendo Vision, Rare by Rareware. And then 2 seconds later, James Bond will return, but no exclamation point. The biggest font and infinite exclamation points you can think of. So yeah. So here we are with the staff credits. The credits. And this is actually technically the full version of all the characters that are in it, because I have Aztec and Egyptian beaten already. So, you know, originally this game was actually supposed to be a little bit longer. They were supposed to put all the James... you see, everybody already knows that the James Bond... you were supposed to have all the reincarnations of James Bond up until this point. But what's actually really interesting is in the game itself, though... you know, you might notice how Mayday and Oddjob are in this game too. But what's funny is their levels aren't necessarily programmed in here. So in other words, they were actually supposed to have like a reincarnation of all the James Bond villains in this game, and they were actually supposed to have like a main level, like as a bonus level. So Rareware was willing to go through all this trouble just to make all these extra games, which would have been cool. I really would have been curious like how that would have played out. Even though there's people that have made their own versions, but I'm really curious what Rareware would have done. Would they have made a level that was harder than the Aztec level? That would have been interesting. So yeah. It's all in Japanese, but essentially what it is it translates to essentially like what it does in English. It's dead on accurate in English, so if you played the English version, you'll know who these guys are. Like, that's a Moon Ranker. There's another Moon Ranker Elite. They look like they're wearing banana suits. There's Mayday. There's Jaws. There's Oddjob. Even though he's not short. You know, it's funny how he's short in this game, but he's not short in the movie. It's funny. And then that's Baron Sadame. So now we have the Aztec level, and then we have the the Egyptian level. Now, the Aztec level is hard, but the Egyptian level, not really too bad, actually. So anyways, so the Egyptian level is actually very easy to calibrate through. So we're going to play through the Aztec level. Okay, now the Aztec level, there is semi-automatics, there are assault rifles, and there are lasers. Now, I start off by killing the guy on the left, and then just killing the guards on the right. Now, the thing that really sucks about this fucking level, and I'm sorry, but this is true. This is where this idea where I just like to restart. This is where this really gets bullshit. Like where you can't kill the guards. Like if they shoot you, they're gonna hit you. Chances are. And if you can't kill them by like shooting through one guard, but the guard that was standing right in front of that guy as you saw there, you might as well just reset because it's stupid because you're going to take damage, and that should have killed them. But their accuracy is fast enough where you can shoot them at the same time they'll shoot you, and it's stupid because like right there, I'm just demonstrating this. It's dumb, it really is, but what are you going to do, right? So I mean, hey, as long as we beat it, that's all that really matters, right? So the main room is just, just getting past this room is what I consider the hard part. And then you just wait for these other guards to come. And they will come. So you can either go to the left or right. I like to usually go to the left. And there should be 3 guards in here. He even saw me. No, he didn't. He didn't hear all those noises. So you kill him, and then all these other guards will start to come. So, yeah, with the power weapons, you can pretty much shoot through other enemies. So it pierces through them, so you don't have to worry about them like shooting through you, and you shoot them and you can't kill them. So, I love how these guys get shot in front of this guy, and he's like, hey, you know what? He's like, I'm not even gonna bother. So yeah, as soon as you go through this door is gonna trigger something. Okay, so there's 2 security drones here. Destroy this one first. There's 1 body armor on this level, by the way. And the problem with getting it is like this is all you get. So be thankful there's at least 1 of them on this level. Here's the laser. It's got infinite ammo, or you can have a scope. Now, here's the thing with this level. There's a guard in there. Well, there's several of them actually. You actually just kill this guard. I think you might get the other one's attention. There's another security drone right there. There's 4 of them in this level, actually. So, if you blow this up, and then blow the other one up, it shouldn't be too big of a hassle. They're already shooting at it, as you can see. So, yeah. So, the security drones, you're already out of range, but you can still shoot them and blow them up. But then, once the glass goes, you gotta shoot the 4 laser guards here. You just gotta get rid of these guys as fast as possible. I recommend just doing it in this order. Because, once you clear out... See, the Aztec level, it's not too hard. Like, if you can just figure out what keeps killing you and just have a strategy for it, believe me, this level is easy. Like, once you know how to beat it. Like, that's essential. So this guy will come as soon as you start firing over there. He might even come on this side, but you got to just get rid of him when you can. So that was a warping glitch I used. That was just a teleport up here faster. Okay, so coming up here, this is the next hard part. But really, once you realize how this level is really not that long, it's really a lot shorter than you think it is. So kill him, and then just immediately run. Like, run up to here, and then just kind of wait over here, and then just kind of keep running. Because you can at least get 1 shot on him. That's Jaws, by the way. I recommend doing this, what I'm about to show you. So, just run up to him. If you actually wait by him, and if you just run against him to the point where you're still running against him and you do it accurately, his guns will go right through you, meaning that, he's not necessarily going to do any damage. So you can kill him fast. And now we're just going to open this up. So we got to get this disc out. And this is... Oh, they're shooting at me. So don't kill those guards, unless, of course, they spawn right in here. But the idea is, if they're all over there, they won't respawn, because there can only be 3 of them on the screen at one time, somewhere in the level. And then they don't spawn over here, And necessarily, you can just do this, be done with this level.